Hey you guys, today we are doing a video that in my almost 9 years on YouTube I have never done. I'm doing a decluttering video. I'm so excited about it. So what I did, and if you guys have followed me for a while, like I have gone on this kick of years ago decluttering, cleaning out things in our house. We don't have much storage. We don't have like things shoved in drawers and stuff like that. Like everything pretty much has a place, and I read that life-changing magic of tidying up book. It really inspired me. And then when I was pregnant with Olivia, it even kicked it into further, more intense gear of cleaning out. So I'm like, I'm bringing this other person into the house. She's got all this stuff, and I don't want to be controlled by stuff. You know, you can really control what you have in your house. I think some people just get so bogged down with this, and you just have to stay on top of it. But for me, I'm not even in that mindset of bringing in a lot of excess makeup. But I feel like I have more fun shopping than ever before, because when I'm shopping, when I'm buying makeup, it's so much more fun because you know what to bring in. Like, okay, I've actually got a manageable amount of stuff now, so I might have used up something, and then I know, okay, well, I'm getting rid of a lot of primers. Why the heck would I buy another primer? Don't need it. You know what I mean? It's like you're bringing in just the good stuff. And then years ago, you know, the big thing, and if you've watched me for a long time, is having this entire massive amount of makeup. I get it. When you do what I do, you get sent a ton of stuff. And if you don't stay on top of it, it can really get out of control. But no one needs a drawer of foundations that are 6 years old. It's gross, you know what I mean? So I'm at the point where I actually use my stuff and like that, and I'm not amassing all of these like foundations and foundations. We're gonna go through face stuff today. So a lot of it is foundations, but I'm gonna go through blush, foundations, some primers, and I've kind of already done this a little bit. So backing up, like when I first started doing this, I kind of went through and did a lot of it, you know, just big stuff. Things that were expired, being very no nonsense about it. I like to get ready in my bathroom. I have this nice little vanity area. I have a drawer where I keep just my good stuff, like the best of the best. For me, if I do a video for you guys, I personally am gonna show you the stuff that's in the good drawer, the things that I use, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go and say, let me pull from my crap that I'm not using in storage. The things that I decided to keep years ago were still just being stored where I used to film videos, in those like drawers of things, and I just never went in there to use it because I do my makeup in here. If I do a tutorial, I'm literally pulling from the good stuff and showing you. It just didn't make any sense. So I had a lot of good stuff in there though still, and that's what I'm going through now. So I have the drawer where I have all my stuff, and then I have my, you know, like my area under my vanity with like big cabinets. Oh, I'm only using like a quarter of it. So on the empty half right next to where I sit, I want to have like maybe like one of those clear things or something where I can put makeup, like palettes, you know, because I have a lot of good palettes, like eyeshadow palettes or blushes or lip colors that I'm not using but that are good, you know, that may not be in like my everyday stash, but it can be right there. And I'm gonna show you everything once it gets completely done, because I think I'm gonna have to do this in installments. This is gonna be face stuff, like I said. Then I'm gonna do another video for lip stuff, another video for eye stuff. It's just so much fun, I think, and inspiring to see someone just cleaning out, you know, and just kind of hearing their reasoning. So maybe this will kind of help you guys too if you're in the same position. Today I'm wearing one of these Adidas shirts, which I love these. When I don't know what to wear, I just throw these on. These are so good. I have them in a bunch of different colors. These tops are just so great. They're silky. I know I've talked about them so many times. I got a new necklace from HRH that I really love. I used to have it in, or I still have it in silver. I used to wear it a lot, but I like these with when you have like a higher neck t-shirt, but this one's really pretty. It's in that rose gold color, and I like it because it's like a really pink gold. It's not like, some rose gold is like orange, you know. This is really pretty, so I like it a lot. And then just my same old earrings. I just love these because you don't feel sloppy like you're working out. I remember one time I went shopping and I was wearing like Lululemon like clothes and jackets, and I don't remember what I was wearing, but it was I think it was a Lululemon jacket. And this like snarky guy was like, "Did you have a good workout?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm thinking, no, like what? Do I really? Whatever. Okay, just kind of grabbed all the face stuff out because I'm like, I might keep some of it, I might get rid of some of it, but I know I haven't used a lot of it in a very long time, so why am I keeping any? It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. How should I do this? Oh, I feel like it's crushing me. Be crushed. Okay, I'm gonna do like maybe like a lip one and maybe a eye one soon. All right, should I put it down like this? But then you can't see my face. That's why I've never done this, because I'm like, do I do it like from a drawer and like show what I'm doing? No, it's so boring. Like, don't you want to see me talking? Okay. This I have not reached for in so long. It's that giant obnoxious Laguna bronzer. Most of the time I use my Chanel. I love Laguna bronzer. This is big and huge and obnoxious. If I buy it, I'll just buy a sleek one. This, you guys, this is old. Like I said, I'm no nonsense about expiration dates, that little jar in the back of products. Powders usually last longer than others. If you live somewhere humid and hot like me, maybe not as long. This says 6 months. Okay, when you think about using face powders, it's disgusting. You're using brushes that, let's be honest, you're not cleaning before every use. Let's just be totally honest with yourself. I am. Some of mine I haven't cleaned in months. My beauty blender, though, I'm very no nonsense about that. I clean that like every 2 times. If not every time, because you gotta wet it anyways. This is the best. It's the NYX contour palette. If you guys, and I hit the pan on one of them. I tell people about that all the time. Like if you're starting a kit, I'm gonna put this stuff in another thing. That is the best thing. You guys need that. It's so good. It's cheap. I think I got mine at Ulta. Let me say also about cleaning out. If something's new, I have no problem. Pass it on. I have so many people to pass it on to, people that like, you know, to get stuff. But we are all stuck in this rut and stuck in this mindset of I can't throw away. Why? Why not? If you have gotten yourself to the point where you've gotten a lot of crap, that's not your biggest problem. Like, it's not gonna be better if you just let it sit to rot in your house. Throw it away if it's old, right? Throw it away if it's old. And like I said, if it's new, if you can repurpose it, if someone wants it, then give it to them. But no, you cannot, no. You just have to be realistic about stuff. Look at all this blush, and I have blush in there. This is good stuff though. I just don't know. Let's do foundation. I think people are just so weird about throwing stuff away, and I just don't get it. How about, like, don't get yourself to the point where you have a lot of stuff to throw away, right? Like, that's what I'm doing now. Like, I feel like when I go shopping, which I have a really fun beauty haul coming up, it's not like, oh, you're throwing this away and you're just shopping. Like, no, this is a lot of crap, okay? I could never amass this much stuff because I'm just not in this mindset anymore. But weren't we all for a while? Okay, primers. Face products, I am totally no nonsense about because gross. Like, I don't want to break out. And usually these things are, this says 12 months. I don't know. I mean, it depends on the thing, but this is really good. It's the Light Wonder Charlotte Tilbury. This was a really good foundation. And honestly, it's really, like, I feel like I got through a lot of it. Oh my gosh, speaking of, where's my other one? This is good too. I used a lot of this. This one's like pretty empty. Like, you can't see, oh yeah, you can kind of see through it at the bottom. I think it's just settled. But this Magic foundation, I would get this one over any of them. This is a good foundation, SPF 15. I may repurchase this. I'm shade 2. Perfect. This is such a good foundation. It's literally everything you want in a foundation, but why am I keeping it? It's old. I'm not going to reach for it. I've got newer foundations. I don't like to have a lot of foundations, so I just do not understand that. I just can't. This I hate because these are fairly new. I remember I repurchased them and I didn't even use them that much, but I don't think I would really use this foundation much anymore because I found things I like better. But the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus with a beauty blender. But why? I'm keeping it for what? You know, I'm not going to use it. I've got other things. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is good. And actually, this would be like almost like an empties. This probably has like probably nothing in it, but it's the Makeup Forever. It's got probably a little bit left. It's the Cool Pink Primer. I think primers are a joke for the most part. If you can just use a good moisturizer. I love mine that I use. It's like it's the Clinique Moisture Surge thing. But this is a good one. It's the Cool Pink. But again, like, I'm not reaching for it. These are good primers. Oh no, this isn't a primer. This is a good primer, but I just don't reach for it. It's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I used a pretty good bit of it. I mean, I feel like I used it a lot. I know someone that may want that, because is it old though? See, that's the thing. Like, why would you pass something on to someone that's old? It's 12 months old. I've had it a lot longer than that. I used it, I tried it, whatever, it is what it is. Do I buy a whole lot of primers now? No, because I know I don't use them, so that is what it is. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I actually really like that, and I don't think it's that old, but do I use a lot of liquid highlighters? If I do, I like that new Marc Jacobs one. This one's very intense, but I like it, okay, but I'm gonna maybe pass that on to somebody. This is new, my Ico Brow Gel. See, that's a part of the eye stuff. I don't need to get into that. Okay, the Marc Jacobs, what is this? The Remarkable Foundation. This one I used a lot of too, but I don't like this packaging, and like it's kind of lumpy now when I look at it. Like I can see all the way to the bottom. I mean, I used a pretty good bit of it. I don't know. That freaks me out. I'd rather just have a pump or a squirt or something. But this is just not, this was a good foundation. It's very pigmented, very thin. But again, the foundations that I'm gonna have are gonna fit in my drawer. It's just gonna be a few of them. These sticks, these were really good, but I didn't really use them a lot. The Makeup Forever HD. I liked these though. I might give those to somebody because I don't think those are old. This, I do know I need a new one. This one is very old. And it's probably almost to the point where I'm gonna hit the pan, but it's the, oh, it feels just so smooth. It's the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. They don't even make it in this container anymore, it's different. But it's like a primer. It feels like a powder that's a primer. You can touch up with it. It just lights up your face. It just looks pretty. It's not, oh, like it made my hand look like a rose petal. It's just really good. So I think I might repurchase that. But that one I know is old. And that's gross too. You think about like face powders and stuff, and you keep your, you know, thing in there. This is something, this is that rose thing. And I don't want to keep this just because it's like a thing that, oh yay, this is gonna sit on my counter. Like, I don't think I would have, I mean, this is a lot. Like, it's a lot. They sent this to me. I really like it. I'm gonna give it to someone, but it's just not, I don't want it just sitting and never using it. It's a good product, but I just don't use it all the time. Okay, bronzers. Like, how many bronzers does a person need? And when I do reach for bronzer, I use my Chanel one, you know? Or if I use a powder one, I really like that Marc Jacobs one. That one in the white thing. Like, what's the point? By the time, if I say, oh, I might need these one day, okay, well, by the time I use up what I got, these are gonna be old. I know some people are more into using things than others. Use your own judgment, and you might say, oh, that's fine. I don't like to do that, and by the time I'm done with this, I'm gonna get something else anyways. And these are just things that I just should have held off on, or things that I was sent that I kept and used. But this is actually really freaking good. It's NARS. This is the color Craving. It's like a really good highlighter and a bronzer, but it's good. Am I using it? No. So what's the point? This I actually repurchased because I used to love this back in the day. Then I just never really used it. I used it and it was pretty and I like it, but I'm just not using it. It's the Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder. I think I might give that to somebody. That says 24 months. And I know you guys are like, oh, it's powder to this, powder to that. Well, I don't know. That next stuff said 6 months. And some things have different amounts of preservatives and that. You just have to think about all that. I don't want to put anything gross in my face, okay? But now, this is like my old ways of buying things. Like, this is still left over from a lot of like when I decluttered before. You kind of go in phases. Like, you do it once and then you take out more stuff and then you do it the next time. You know what I mean? It's just like it kind of builds. But now, like, I'm to the point where I probably would never have to do this again. All of these Too Faced bronzers, I mean, I like them, but like I said, I've got other bronzers that I like to use. And then this, I actually really liked this, the Too Faced, this one that's the Sweet Tea, but I never use this anymore. But should I keep it? I don't know, I might keep that. These I've discovered are wonderful, but I really just like the peach one, which they don't even sell anymore, and the purple one, which I repurchased. The yellow was never really that great. It's not super brightening. The green is actually nice. It's like a color correcting thing. It's like a little cushion, these Lancome things, but the green is actually pretty brightening. I don't know, but if I'm gonna use one, I'll use the purple one. So why do I need 50 million colors? Like, I'm not gonna use that for like massive amounts of redness or anything. This, I don't use loose powder like that, the Makeup Forever HD. That's fairly new, so I'll give that to somebody. A lot of this is lip and eye stuff in the bottom. So let me just get out all of the face stuff so we can just continue. I swear to you, like, how many lip colors do you need? You know what I mean? Like, no. And like, I remember one time when I said I was doing this, someone was like, well, you do this on YouTube. Like, you need all that stuff. You're not doing makeup. Like, no, I do more than ever. And I do better stuff than ever because I don't have all this crap to sift through. You know what I mean? And then you can feel good when you want to shop and buy something else. Which I do have something coming up too. But this is like left over from when I like did not know how to clean up. Okay, this I actually really love, and you might be surprised because it's new. And I'm thinking I want to keep this. But the truth of the matter is that I'm just not reaching for it. When I reach for a powder blush, I reach for my Chanel blushes that I really like. But I love this. It's a pretty color. I might keep it. This I just don't use that much. It's the Tarte highlighter and stunner. I think I'm gonna give that to somebody because it's fairly new. This I really love. I never use it. I use the peach palette actually, which is weird, on my eyes today. Love it so much. I've got so many eyeshadow palettes. I might do like a collection soon after I do a clean out and then show you what I'm left with. So that would be fun. I don't reach for this a lot and I probably should. I'm gonna keep that. See, this is a problem. This I've had for a long time. I love this, but I'm just not wearing it. It's the Lorac Flaunt. This is a powder that I got from the drugstore because this is why I say don't go to the drugstore and buy crap you don't need, because you end up with crap you don't need. When I do hauls or drugstore hauls or Target things or anything, it's literally me going and buying things that I need. This I remember thinking, oh, that'd be nice, because when I do tutorials and stuff, it's nice to have an option that's drugstore option. So that's what I feel like now. Maybe I didn't think that at the time. It's really nice and smooth. It's the Youthful Wear Spotless Powder by Physicians Formula, but I don't use powder. Why would I use that one? I don't know. This is such a good highlighter, but I never use it, but it's not old. I think I'm gonna give it to somebody. I've got so many good highlighters that I like. This one is just kind of powdery. You know, it's not super, like, it doesn't have a sheen. I mean, it's natural looking, but I've got other ones that are like that. It's the Revolution, the Vivid Baked Highlighter in Radiant Lights, but what a good option. That is such a good one. Again, I'm giving that one away because it's not old. This is the Rose Quartz Highlighter by Jouer. But I always say I love this one, but I never wear it, so why would I keep it? I don't know. See, I'm being very no-nonsense about this stuff. Are you impressed? You should be so impressed right now. No, I'm kidding. But see, like, some of this stuff is good that I can give away. Okay, this is... Oh, this was cool. The MAC Next to Nothing pressed powder. Again, if I use a pressed powder, I'm going to use that Too Faced one, which I don't even have, but I'm going to repurchase it. I just don't like powders that have a color to them. This is nice, though, I remember, because it's like nothing, and it's very smooth. Maybe I should keep this one. That's very similar. I'll keep this one, because I do like to have that sometime. But most of the time, I just use my Blatterazzi one, but I do like to have an option. So I'll hold off on purchasing the Too Faced one. This one actually feels like that. It feels like it had that primery, like, slippy feel, and it didn't have like a chalky color. So the MAC Next to Nothing, and this is the light shade. I'm gonna actually put that back in my stash because I can see myself using that. Okay, so these were some little things, like I just kind of threw a lot of that in. These were the little things that were kind of in my drawer after I had kind of taken some stuff out. This I really like, and I need to put it sliding. This is like the clear chair. I just slide all around on it when I'm wearing like leggings or pants or something. This I love. I love the packaging. Am I keeping it because of that? I'd like to say no, but I do love these powders, and I need to get better about using it. It's the Ambient Lighting Edit. This is the Surreal Light palette. So it has like the finishing powder and Surreal Light. It has the bronzer, which I really love. I am going to put this in my, like, let me use it makeup, because that's the thing. If you have something that you really like and you're just, it's not in your area of like my, what did I say, like my gonna use it now makeup, or like my drawer that I use my everyday makeup stash, you're never gonna freaking use it. So I need to put that in there. This, oh, okay, is that what this is? Yeah. I actually kind of hit the pan on it a little. You can see a little dot on it. This is that translucent crystal finishing powder. This is my second one that I've had. I actually finished off a whole one before this, but you know, it's nice, but I don't really use finishing powder. But then I think, well, when I do, I might use this. That's kind of dangerous though. But no, take it back, because this is the powder I would use if I used finishing powder. See, if I don't even use finishing powder that often, why do I need two? Why do I need any? But I'm gonna keep this one because I actually really like this one. It's the Laura Mercier Candle Glow. This is so pretty, and I remember showing it in a video. I put it on my skin and it just looked amazing. I actually really love this stuff. So I'm gonna keep this. I'm going to get rid of the translucent crystal because, again, you have to be real with yourself. You might think of, oh, that's a really good product. Are you using it? No, not that good. Again, this is a product, the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. This is the light shade. I used these for years. You guys remember if you watched my older videos. Obsessed. This was my must-have of all-time product. I don't use it anymore, but I still hang on to it because I think it's just such a must-have to have. Is it? I don't use it anymore, so why do I have it, you know? Like, I just cannot think of the last time I used these. So, and that's probably really old. I actually really love this, the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Again, for someone that doesn't use powders, I know this is kind of like stupid and shameful, but I really kind of liked putting that right here, but when I do use that, or when I do that now, I use the Ethereal Light, the Hourglass, which is in my everyday makeup, but I can't even think of the last time I used that. So do I need to keep this? No. I'm telling you guys, no mercy, right? Or maybe I just think I'm being really good with this, and then you guys are like, you're not getting rid of nothing. Okay, this is another reason why I got rid of the Laguna, because this new formula, this is actually Laguna, of bronzers. It's the, oh gosh, it doesn't even say what it is. It's that new formula, you know what I mean? You know, it's the new ones, and they're in this little sleek packaging. They just feel like not powdery at all. It almost feels like the translucent setting powder, you know, like the crystal one. It has that weird feeling where they almost won't swatch, but then when you put it on your skin, it's just perfect. I'm actually gonna keep this one, I know, so that I have the Marc Jacobs bronzer and then this one as a powder, because I honestly really do like that. So, okay, so Hoola. It's okay. It's never been my favorite. I go in phases where like I used to really hate it and then I really liked it for a while. And I'm kind of hanging on to this one because they sent this to me and it says Tiffany's Hoola. And how cute is that? So I guess I have 3 bronzers because that's cute. And this, again, is just one of those Hourglass ones, but I'm not using these anymore. So why am I going to keep it? I've got one in that Marbly palette and I'd rather honestly keep the Marbly palette. This is the Unfiltered 2, so I'm getting into blushes by NARS. I don't use this much, and what I need to do, this is not my everyday makeup that I'm cleaning out, you guys. This is stuff that was literally like stuff that I wasn't even reaching for. I have so many blushes in my regular everyday one. I have like my Chanel ones that I like. I forgot about this. I'm gonna put that back in there. I just don't need all this. Oh, and I have some NARS ones. This is just beautiful, but I'd rather reach for the ones that I've actually bought separately. Do you know what I mean? I know who I'm gonna give that to, because that's like fairly new, you know? But I mean, I wouldn't, if I know that I have a friend or family member that likes things that they don't mind if I've used it just a little bit or if it's brand new like that. All this stuff that's like old and I'm throwing away. But if something's kind of new, oh, Pink Swoon. Do you guys remember? I'm putting that in my everyday thing too. See, this helps you because then you realize things that you need to use. Oh, this is something else too that was in with my bronzers. This is kind of like that NARS thing. It's the Undetectable Face Contour in shade 1. But it is kind of detectable because it's like a really shimmery, or not shimmery, but it's a very frosted highlighter. And then this is actually really beautiful. It's a really nice tone and I do like it a lot. I'm going to give that to the same person that I was getting the blush to. But I don't use it. Like, why keep it? I don't use it, okay? This I'm going to put in my regular stuff. I don't even know why this was in here. Oh, I love the way Burberry blushes smell. So this is the Peony blush. That is like such a good everyday color. And I love their brushes that come with their stuff too. It's like actually usable. And like in a couple months, if you look and you've saved some of this stuff and you still haven't used it, then get rid of it. Now that I'm looking at it, I am gonna get rid of this Too Faced blush. See, that's how you start thinking. You're just like, I think I am gonna keep this because it's a really pretty coral. I just was questioning it because I haven't used it in a while. And the Peach, it's such a good color, but it reminds me so much of so many other colors that I have that I reach for those, that I'm gonna give this one away too. This I feel like I'm keeping just because it's in a cute little heart, and I do like these, but I'm just not using them. They have a little bunny on them, and you're like, oh, how cute. This is the Love Hangover shade of the Love Flush blushes. That's actually really pretty. See, I'm getting caught up. I'm gonna keep that. This I really love. So see, this it's like, I feel like, am I making progress? I think so. Yeah, I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. Okay, so this is a color. It's Plum Gorgeous by Clinique. I feel like I don't have anything else like that. This is a color I used to wear all of the time in college, in high school, I don't remember, but it's just very basic and like a good, just natural color. I'm keeping that. But see, okay, that says, this doesn't even have an expiration on it. I don't know. I mean, I'm nuts with that. I know some people may be like, why are you looking at that? What is this? The Pro Light Fusion. Oh, it's another highlighter. Didn't even know that was in here. Again, it's just a color. It's beautiful, but I've got so many other things. I'm just not using it, so I'm gonna give that to her too. Okay, the NARS Motutane. I just got this, and I put that in there, but I don't use a lot of these multiple sticks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I should. I mean, this one's really pretty. It's like a really nice pink, and these feel really light. Like they don't feel. I might try to use this one because I really do like the color. So, see, the color is really pretty. It's not like super shimmery or anything. I think I'm gonna put that in my everyday stuff. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember these from last year? These are the best. These are some of the best cream blushes. But see, this only says 6 months, and it's really a lot older than that. So should I get rid of it? I know a lot of you are gonna say, no girl, keep that. But then every time you use it, are you thinking gross? I'm disgusting. Oh, I love these. These are so pretty. This one is kind of that, this is Orange Blossom. I think I'm gonna get rid of that one because this one is the one I loved so much. Poppy, so good. But you know what? Now I have that NARS one, but see, look, that's really red. And lately I've been using all of these that aren't so red. See, that looks kind of red and stainy. It's not as good as I remember. I don't know. I've really been loving that Bobbi Brown one, the pale pink. Really been loving that. I wore that today. Oh my gosh, my foot's asleep. Oh. These Becca powders, I don't reach for them ever. I feel like I have so many other highlighters, and like I said, when all this is done, I'm gonna show you the good stuff because I feel like in there, I have got the best stuff, the best makeup and everything. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's my stuff that I like. I feel like it's the best. So this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Poured. So this is the cream, and this is in Pearl. When I went nuts and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get everything in that lightest pearl shade, that's when I got that liquid too. It's really white and pearly. It's pretty. I just don't reach for it. 6 months. Like, would I buy anything like that anymore? No, because I don't have any urge to buy highlighters like that anymore because I've got really good ones, you know what I mean? I've actually hit pan on my most beloved favorite one, and I've been thinking about trying to like replace it with something, but I've got so many other ones in there that are really good. This is kind of like all the runner-up stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I've got all the best of the best in there, but then this is just kind of the stuff that it's like, I don't know, it's just like didn't fit in there, kind of in limbo, kind of don't care. The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector and Pearl. These are just so frosted and like, it's pretty, but it's white. It's like, okay, and then my NARS blushes. I got rid of a lot of my NARS stuff years ago, all my old eyeshadows. Yeah, I'm pretty no nonsense about that kind of stuff if it's old. But this is all, you know, these are all blushes. I love this. This is that Reckless blush that's very glittery. And I know, I mean, there's a time and a place, but sometimes you want a glittery blush, right? Is that bad? Is that bad thinking? NARS Orgasm, this is my only powder one that I have like this. I've been using the NARS Orgasm liquid blush that I have been loving. And then this one's called Sex Fantasy. I don't use this one too much. It's very light, but I do love things like that. Like that are very just like light, and it actually swatches much prettier than it looks. So I'm gonna keep that. It's just kind of like chalky. Okay, we're just gonna keep it because I'm just obviously unsure. And this one's called Threesome. Oh my gosh, is that the same color? The same dang color. No one in their right mind needs these two because they are too similar. So Threesome is the one on top. And then Sex Fantasy is on the bottom. Oh my gosh, like, how dare you make me say these things, NARS? How dare you? I don't know the difference. I mean, I'll show you. This is Threesome and this is Sex Fantasy. Threesome's a little darker. Oh, but it swatches lighter. How weird is that? Sex Fantasy swatches darker. Okay, what am I even talking about? So the Threesome one is going. So here's what I have that I've kept. I kept this powder because cool. Again, this is not like my main makeup collection, it's just my extras, and I will show you all that when I'm done. But out of the stuff I was cleaning out, this is gonna kind of help me because I might get rid of some of this stuff as I'm going back through. Okay, the powder. But then I've never used it, so should I keep, I'm gonna keep it. It's because then I think what I really want is, really want is the Too Faced one. So should I keep this? God, it feels so smooth. But it is kind of like fleshy colored. That's what I like about the Too Faced one, is that it's not any color. Gosh, that's really pretty though. Let me just like use it, okay? I cringe, like, I feel like I'm gonna break out when I put this on my skin. Can't use that. Okay, done. The Clinique I'm keeping. This, I haven't reached for it, so bye. I'm gonna give it away because it's not super old. This, love, Pink Swoon. I'm excited about that. This, I'm excited to keep, the Peony blush. This, again, I don't think I need this because honestly, I say, oh, I want to use these multiples, but I never do. For what reason? I don't know. I feel like they're going to break me out or something. Even though I do use some cream products on my face, this is just not, I just don't know. NARS usually doesn't break me out though. It's such a pretty color. I just want to give it a try. This, I do want to keep, but I'm not reaching for it. I love it though, but I'm just not reaching for it. I might give that away because I think I know who would really like that. This Candle Glow powder, I love having this just if I want to do a finishing powder. It's so pretty. And then I kept the Reckless, the Sex Fantasy, and the Orgasm blush in NARS. This, even, it says Tiffany. It's really cute. I know I probably shouldn't be keeping it for that reason, but I am. Laguna and Hourglass. Why did I go through everything? I feel like that was good. I feel like I kept just good stuff. And see, that's a manageable amount of things that I can keep in that excess area under there. Oh, this was also something. The Photo Finish Primer Water. I just don't feel a need for this. I have that Evian face mist that I can use if my skin feels like it needs a little boost of something. And then for finishing spray, I use my Glam Glow that I really love. Or like the Urban Decay All Nighter. I think that's what this is really for anyways. It's like it's a primer spray. Prime by misting to create our sheerest canvas for makeup. I mean, I like that. That's a really cool thing. I don't need it though. I know who will love that because I don't think it's a bad product. I just don't need it. I feel lighter. I feel good. I get rid of so much stuff, you guys. The next installment of this declutter is definitely going to be either eyes or lips. The lips is going to be crazy, you guys. I've got so much. So I just think it's so refreshing. It's kind of like, hopefully for you watching this, it was kind of like for me reading that book. It just like inspired me to get rid of stuff. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.